Welcome to the lecture series number 2, Hinduism, the greatest religion. We should be proud of our Hindus, as I told you. And this is Rakesh Bhatia from Ahmedabad, and I'll be taking you through a series of lectures. There are a total of about 10 lecture series, and like I told you, it will change your perception, change the way you look at Hindus, and you'll be respecting all the tribes of Hindus for the first time. And we as Hindus should be proud of. And let's get cranking. As I told you, I'm going to continue from the lecture number 1. Robert Oppenheimer, he is an American nuclear physicist, and he said access to the Vedas is the greatest privilege this century may claim all over the previous centuries. Man, such a grateful appreciation to our Vedas. Let's respect them. Let's listen to them. Let's not stop other people. Read those Vedas. Expose those Vedas into all Indian languages. Let everybody read it. There may be a lot of things that we don't like it because we have been hiding them. For example, there's a beef eating practices. For example, there's so much juice into it. For example, there is a Purushameda Yajna into it. It's killing of the human beings, sacrificing human beings. Just like Ashwamedha Yajna, there was a Purushameda Yajna. So let's talk about good and bad and greatest things of the Vedas. Then we will start from the scratch. Did you know our history, we practice, like I told you, Purushamedha Yajna, sacrificing people. Doesn't mean that other religions have done, but we cannot stop telling what has happened. Let's say it, let's open it, let's express it, and that's the end of it. Sacrificing human in the name of the God, we also did it like any other religion. We never mentioned anywhere in our stories, did we? Ask anybody. Why? Why we want to talk about the glory side of it? Our kids are smart. They want to know everything. They don't want to know poetically edited, altered facts. We edited so much to our advantage. Only good things are mentioned. Why? We need facts, nothing but truth, man. Let's go for it. Has been censored from books as it degrades our standard. Is that the reason? I don't think so. This is an example of history manipulation. Did you know? Okay, like I told you, I'm going to go through did you know questions. They will provoke you. They will take you deep into your mind, and it will expand your imagination. Did you know that there were no temples in the Vedic period? Is there any archaeological evidence? There were no temples. The temples were constructed in and around post-Buddha period. We copied temples, structures from Buddha period. And why we alienated Buddha, that's a different story entirely. Buddha probably wanted to eliminate casteism. And Vedic rituals, he thought they are so monotonous and meaningless, so he created his own religion. And we as Hindu alienated him, but we cleverly put him as an avatar of our gods. We godified him. And he is one of the Dashavatars we inculcated. When Buddha died, we said that the Buddha is the incarnation of Lord Vishnu. Yes, that's godified Buddha, so that he will become part of our gods. Why did we do this? Yes. Did you know there was no mention of Lord Rama and Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu, and Mohenjo-daro or Harappan civilization? Yes. Did you know? If you go to history lectures in the college, you hear them saying that Tirupati, Lord Venkateshwara, Panduranga in Pandharpur statues, or Buddha statues. No, I can't prove that. No one can prove that, and unless there is some archaeological evidence, unless there is a solid proof, and I won't take it granted. But there is a doubt in there as to what pursuing and looking into it. Did you know I'm not sure why Vedas is not translated in any other Indian languages. Why it is been hidden? And is it because 90% of the Vedic poems are about rituals? And there are instances where there's a meat-eating methodology mentioned, and so much use which is more powerful than alcohol has been loved by all Vedic period people and celebrated with this one, and many of the Vedic poems, they're just simple poems. Some of them don't have meanings, and only 10% of the knowledge is in the Vedic slokas. But we should respect our ancestors' description of our evolution. Did you know? We were all significant part of our diet. Our significant part of diet was meat-eating Vedic period, and vegetarian came very recently. And again, the history tells me that it is out of competition with the Buddhas and Jainism and Brahmanism that the vegetarianism has become a necessary part of our diet. And doesn't mean that, and you should know that evolutionarily the human being brain was evolved. The brain size grown when they became when they started eating non-vegetarianism. The intelligence and the mental capability it has gone so rapidly once the vegetarianism is shifted into non-vegetarianism, and non-vegetarianism is a part and parcel of the human evolution. So there's nothing wrong with in claiming that our ancestors were meat eaters. Let me tell you, Annie Wood-Besant, she's the greatest person I have ever seen, and she's a British Theosophical Society person, and in 18th century. What she said, after a study of some 40 years or more of great religions of the world, I find none so perfect, none so scientific, none so philosophical, none so spiritual than the great religion known by the name of the Hinduism. Oh my God, I never seen such a greatest description of a other side of the people mentioning. Make no mistakes, he says. Without Hinduism, India has no future. And then she continues. She says, Hinduism is the soil into which India's roots are stuck, and torn out of that, she will inevitably wither as a tree torn out from its place. And if Hindus do not maintain Hinduism, who shall save it? If India's own children do not cling to her faith, who shall guard it? India alone can save India. India and Hinduism are one. Wow, what a fantastic respect this great lady has given to us. Thank you. I'm so grateful for taking time, spending your time, and listening to this lecture. Please look into lecture number 3, and it gets more interesting. More facts will be revealed. I'm so grateful. Om Sanam Bhavatu Sano Bhunattu Saviram Karavavahi Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.